सर्वांस्तांस्त्व पुंडरीकाक्षो शोभायाभ्यन्तरस्य पुंडरीकाक्षो पुनातु ओम शांति द्योः शांतिरनुं शांति पृथ्वी शांतिरापः शांतिरोगतः शांतिः वनस्पतयः शांतिश्च देवः शांतिर्ब्रह्म शांतिः सर्वगं शांतिः शांतिरेव शांतिः श्यामा शांतिरेधि जतो जतः समीहसे ततो नो अभयं कुरु सन्नः शांतिर्भवतु श्रीमन्महागताभ्यो नमः सर्वेभ्यो सर्वे ओम श्री ओम विष्णु विष्णु शिवस्वात्मक अद्य हम स्थापना कर अपना स्व स्व समाज कल्याण नार्थम च अद्य हम स्थापना कर शुभार्थम च नार्थम च अद्य हम पूजनम करिष्ये हरि ओम ओम गणानन्त्वा गणपतिगं भवामहे प्रियानन्त्वा प्रियपतिगं भवामहे ओम सुतबालः ध्रुवस्वबालो मणिबालसाश्विनः शेतः शेताक्षो करुणस्ते रुद्राय स्वेक्तालिप्तारौतणवरूपः पार्जन्यः जन्मभूमिं मां त्वां गन्धर्वामखनस्त्वाम् इन्द्रस्त्वां त्वामोखतिः स्वमराजा युवानस्त्वमागुस्तगन्धं समर्पयामि हरिः ओम मोखतिः बुद्धिमन्तं स्ववतिः सुरुः स्वायुवासाजित्रिर्विरोधः पारैष्णवः पुष्पं समर्पयामि पुष्पं समर्पयामि ओम ओम राहुनन्दाचानाहुतानिकाय सुमनुष्यमानय नवध्वो बलिराजा दानवेन्द्रो महाफलतेन त्वां प्रतिगृह्णामि रक्षेमाचलमाचलः ओम राहुनन्दाचानाहुतानिकाय सुमनुष्यमानय नवध्वो बलिराजा दानवेन्द्रो महाफलतेन त्वां प्रतिगृह्णामि रक्षेमाचलमाचलः ओम ओम दुरचिदुर्वधुर्वन्तं युष्मान्ध्रुवैतं ध्रुवा महादेवानामशि बनितोष्णीतमं प्रवेदंस्तपिन्देवः देवहूतं धूपमग्रापयामि दर्शयामि ओम ओम नाभ्यायासितं तत्सवं कृष्णोजोः समर्पितवधां भूमिसः रोद्रा तथा लोकान् कल्पयन् नैवेद्यं स्वर्गे ओम ओम प्रियाफला पुष्पायाश्च पुष्पिणिः बृहस्पतिः भूमिकास्थानोत्तमसः और पाठ और है हाँ सर हाँ उसी प्रेम से बोलिए भगवान की दुर्गे माता की विश्वकर्मा भगवान की प्रेम से बोलिए शंकर भगवान की प्रेम से बोलिए दुर्गे माता की सिंह वाहिनी की शुरू हो साहब, मंगलमय हो। हमारे तरफ से भगवान का प्रार्थना हुआ, खूब शुभ हो, मंगलमय। धन्यवाद। ओम ये तो रक्षा कवच है वो, हाँ चीनी वाला
ये मैं खुद नहीं, अपने आप उतरता है। मैं खुद नहीं काटता, इसको उतारता है।
माँ चलो
आप लोग मैंने मांगा नहीं, पहले मैं मांगा था तब मुझे पता मैं सबसे ज्यादा गाड़ी नहीं दोगे तो होगा। ठीक बोला सर।
ये तो ऐसा रहता गर्मी नहीं
Good morning, everyone. Esteemed guests, distinguished dignitaries, respected colleagues, staff, and the entire fraternity of NER GSI gather over here in one group under the celebration of 175th anniversary of our organization, that is GSI, Geological Survey of India. It's a profound privilege on my part to welcome everyone for this august gathering to witness this historic moment. I, Dr. Mandakini, along with my colleague Shruti Saxena, welcome you all for this special occasion. मैं भारतीय भूवैज्ञानिक सर्वेक्षण की 175वीं वर्षगांठ के अवसर पर आयोजित इस महत्वपूर्ण समारोह में उपस्थित सभी लोगों का स्वागत करता हूं और इस हिस्टोरिक ओकेजन का आप सभी का स्वागत करना मेरा ये सौभाग्य है। अब एक छोटे से पंक्ति के साथ मैं शुरुआत करना चाहती हूँ। रात नहीं ख्वाब बदलाता है, रात नहीं ख्वाब बदलाता है, मंजिल नहीं कारवा बदलता है। जज्बा रखो जीतने का, क्योंकि किस्मत बदलने में देर नहीं होती है। वक्त जरूर बदलता है और ये वक्त हमारा है। हेल टू GSI। I would like to request Shri Harish Chandra Chaudhary, IFS, serving as Principal Chief Conservator of Forest, NER Meghalaya. I request Jameer, geologist, please kindly accompany sir to the dais. I request Anita Kumari, Senior Geologist, please accompany our Additional Director General and Head of the Department, Sri PC Das sir, to the dais. I request Ms. Athira B. Nair, Senior Geologist, kindly accompany our guest of honor, Dr. K.T. Sharma, Scientist G and Group of Head, Remote Sensing Application, NESEC, to the dais. I request Mrs. Santa Dolly, Senior Geologist, to kindly accompany our special guest, who is none other than our former HOD sir, Sri G.K. Kesri sir, who is also retired but never seems to be retired. Thank you sir. Welcome. I now request Mrs. Renuka Kumari, Senior Geologist, to accompany our guest of honor, Sri Bhaskar Basu, Regional Director, NB, to the dais. Thank you, sir. will now go to the next ceremony. I would like to request Shruti, please come forward. Thank you.
The brilliant flames of Agni signifies excellence, purity, and everything which we symbolize here in GSI. So now, as we proceed to lamp lighting ceremony, I would kindly ask our dignitaries on the dais to kindly proceed for the lamp lighting ceremony, and Mrs. Shweta, as senior geologist, to accompany them. I would also like to ask our talented lady officers of GSI Shillong to please sing to the beautiful tunes of Saraswati Vandana as we invoke Ma Saraswati to oversee this occasion.
या कुन्देन्दु तुषार हार धवला या शुभ्रा वस्त्रावृता या वीणा वरदण्ड मण्डितकरा या श्वेता पद्मासना
GSI NER has always been known for its hospitality and its very rich culture. I would now like to request our ADG HOD NER, sir, please felicitate our guests with Gomcha, plant samplings and memento. First, I would like to request sir to kindly felicitate Shri Harish Chandra Chaudhary sir, 1992 IFS batch. And I would like to ask Madam Jamir to please bring the mementos on stage. Thank you, sir. I would now ask you to please felicitate Shri G.K. Kesari, sir, our beloved retired ADG, and I would like to request Madam Anita Kumari to. Thank you, sir. I would now like you to felicitate Dr. K.K. Sharma, Scientist G, Group Head NESAC, and please, Madam Shanta Doli to please bring the mementos on stage. Thank you, sir. Now, please felicitate Shri Bhaskar Basu, sir, RDMD, and I would like to ask Madam Athira to please bring the mementos on stage. I would like to request Dr. Kulshrestha, DDG and RMH3 to kindly felicitate our beloved ADG GSI NER. And kindly, Renuka ma'am, please bring the mementos on stage. Thank you, sir. Sir, please deliver the welcome address. Thank you.
A very good morning to all. It is my great pleasure and honor to welcome you all to this prestigious event of 175th Foundation Day of Geological Survey of India. This day marks the 175 years of glorious journey towards the sustainable development of country. On this occasion, I would like to welcome and extend our gratitude to our chief guest, Shri Harish Chandra Chaudhary Ji, PCCF Government of Meghalaya, for taking out time from his busy schedule and attending this function. Mr. Chaudhary is a 1992 batch officer of Indian Forest Services and has a vast experience of 31 years working under Government of India, Government of Meghalaya, Indian Council of Forestry Research and Education, and National Human Rights Commission. I would like to welcome our own Shri G.K. Keshri Sir, retired Additional Director General, for gracing this occasion. Shri Keshri Sir has a vast experience of mapping in Arunachal Pradesh, handling engineering projects in NER, and mineral investigations in Andhra Pradesh. Sir, I hope this will be a homecoming moment for you. It is also an honor for us to welcome representatives from our partner academies as well as experts and scientists. I welcome Dr. K.K. Sharma, Group Head, Remote Sensing Application, Group of Northeastern Space Application Center, NASEC, Department of Space, Meghalaya. Dr. Sharma was the first employee of NASEC and has over 2 decades of experience in space technology applications in biodiversity, ecosystem, forestry, natural resource management, etc. I welcome Dr. Bhaskar Basusa, Regional Director AMD, NER Shillong. In his over 3 decades of services, he has vast experience of exploration of atomic minerals in different geological terrain. He was associated with investigation of sandstone-hosted uranium mineralization in Shivaliks and Dharamshala group of rocks. He has a significant contribution in establishing a few uranium deposits in the Cretaceous Mahadet formations basin of Meghalaya. He leads uranium exploration programs of AMD NER in parts of Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Sikkim, and Himalayan parts of West Bengal. I also welcome Shri Purna Chandra Das Sir, Additional Director General and Head of the Department GSI NER. Shri Das has a vast experience of mapping, mineral investigations, and environmental studies in Meghalaya, Odisha, and Rajasthan. As a National Mineral Mission Head 3, he has a pioneering contribution in formulation and launch of National Geoscience Data Repository, which is a flagship initiative conceptualized by Ministry of Mines as a part of National Mineral Exploration Policy. I am pleased to see so many of our retired colleagues who accepted our invitation to be a part of this auspicious occasion. I express my gratitude and extend my warm welcome to all the elderly members of GSI NER family. I hope you will remember and cherish your past experience while serving this department. I do welcome all my serving colleagues of GSI NER Shillong office who are the part of this auspicious celebration of 175th Foundation Day of GSI. Thank you all for being here today. We look forward to sharing an amazing experience with you. Let's get started and enjoy the day today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. This is our day. The journey of a geologist is certainly not easy to being. एक छोटी सी दो पंक्तियाँ बोलना चाहूँगी। पसीने की स्याही से जो लिखते हैं इरादों को, पसीने की स्याही से जो लिखते हैं इरादों को, उनके मुकद्दर के सफ़ेद पन्ने कभी कोरे नहीं होते। चलता रहूँगा पथ पर, चलने में माहिर बन जाऊँगा, या तो मंजिल मिल जाएगी या अच्छा मुसाफिर बन जाऊँगा। तो हम सभी मुसाफिर हैं। The story of GSI is a saga of discovery, perseverance and scientific achievement. To take us through this fascinating journey of growth and transformation, to share insight into this incredible journey and the road ahead, I am privileged to invite Deputy Director General and Regional Mission Head 4, Dr. Pankaj Jaiswal sir, to deliver the keynote address. Please go.
A very good morning to everyone. Thank you, Mandakya. Respected dignitaries on the dais, I'm really thankful to this, my HOD sir, and also the organizing committee for selecting me for giving this keynote address. And of course, this is something you should be knowing. It's a journey of 175 years of a great organization, Geological Survey of India. I was looking after how to name this because Platinum Jubilee, Golden Jubilee, these all things we understand, but 175 I could able to search that it is called Dudran Sevi Centennial. I don't know, I never heard of that, but this is the saga of GSI that it's difficult to even find out the words what we call to this birth anniversary. Thanks GSI for going so strong. Let me put you to the fascinating journey of GSI for you all to understand how we have come up to this existence and how we have met the nation expectation till that. Established on 4th March 1851, it is one of the oldest organizations in world and of course second in India after Survey of India. If you look into our 19th century, the earlier years we can call the years of foundation and expansion. That was the year when we started, the first people started knowing what is geology and geoscience. The origin of GSI, if you look into that, it is 1836, much beyond 1851, when the Coal Committee was formed by the British government to the search for coal for our inland steamers and railways. The committee requested for the trained geologists in India, and based on that request, in 1846, the Geological Survey of UK, which is called British Geological Survey, deputed Dr. D.H. Williams for 5 years for the search of coal. William, while serving in Damodar Valley, actually he fell from the elephant and then he died due to injury and subsequent fever. And unfortunately, in my hometown, that is Hazaribagh in Jharkhand, in 1848. Subsequent to this disaster, in 1850, East Indian Company again requested British Geological Survey to replace William, and then this led to appointment of Dr. Thomas Oldham Sir, whose arrival on March 1851 is taken to mark the founding day of Geological Survey of India. It was in 1911, Sri P.N. Bose discovered iron ore at Guru Mansani. This led to setting of a Tata Iron and Steel Company at Jamshedpur. GSI's meticulous studies of earthquake during this era laid the groundwork for modern seismology in India. The organization headquarters then shifted to Calcutta, became the hub of the geological research and housed the Indian Museum, which showcased geological specimens and facilitated public education. The museum's development was closely linked to GSI's growth, with both institutions benefiting from shared resources and collaborative efforts. The post-independence era, 1947 to 2000, was the era of nation development and restructuring. After India's get independence in 1947, GSI's role became increasingly crucial in nation building. The organization was instrumental in assessing and managing countries' mineral resources, which was vital for industrialization and economic growth. In 1951, so M.S. Krishan became first director of GSI and then started a systematic geological mapping. In 1961, these are some of the key highlights which I am saying. Otherwise, if I go into the list year by year, it is an endless talk. In 1961, a Director General post was first created in GSI, with B.C. Roy became the first DG. GSI conducted extensive surveys leading to the discovery of new mineral reserves, thereby reducing dependence on imports and fostering self-reliance. In 1972, the discovery of Singhbum Thrust Belt significantly boosted copper production in India. Recognizing the need for modernization, GSI underwent restructuring in late 20th century, adopting advanced technologies and methodologies to enhance the precision and efficiency of its service. 20th century, if you look into 2001 to 2025, this is the era of technological integration and future outlook. And from analog to complete digital, that is GIS-based output, GSI, as you will happy to know, that it follows an open data policy, and this is really a great leap to make data available to each and everyone free of cost, so that you can do research, and you know the importance of data when you do any geological research. All data is now available in Bukos web portal and NGDR portal for public use, free of cost. The Geological Survey of India has been instrumental in shaping resources management and geological knowledge. What is GSI's contribution to nation development? I would say it is very difficult to quantify given its vast and different work culture. It is very difficult to quantify, but what we have done to this country, nation, in terms of giving, you can find it from this particular list, that yes, it is our discovery which led to the formation of many companies like AMD, BALCO, ONGC, NLC, NMDC, SJDL, SCL, CIL, NALCO, and so many. And this is a testimony of GSI's contribution to nation building. The organization's commitment to scientific excellence ensures its pivotal role in the nation's progress and its standing in the global geological community. The list is more, and the relentless saga continues. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. In a nutshell, sir, elaborating the story of GSI from the year 1851 to till date. Now I would like to request our Additional Director General and HOD, sir, APC does, sir. Please, sir, your few words.
Very good morning to everybody. This is a grand occasion. On behalf of GSI NER Shillong, I extend my hearty welcome to all of you to this grand function of 175 years of foundation of Geological Survey of India. Actually, I feel proud that I, being a part of this prestigious organization, that is Geological Survey of India, which is the second largest and oldest organization of our country. Since its foundation or inception, it has providing the basic geoscientific information to our country and taking part in national development, and also playing significant role for shaping
the geoscientific landscape and advancing the mineral exploration as well as the disaster management and geological research of our country. That contributing the India's industrial development and economic growth under the aegis of Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhijan. Actually, my previous speaker, Dr. Pankaj, has told all the previous history of Geological Survey of India, but let us take a journey to explore some of the key milestones that GSI has achieved during the different time spans. Actually, the story begins in 1851 when it was established by Sir Thomas Oldham with the objective to explore the coal for railways, for shipping the ships from India to British. GSI continuously carried out the systematic exploration of coal, and in 1856 the vast Damodar Valley coal fields was discovered, and that marked the beginning of the industrialization in India. In 1871, GSI moved forward with a remarkable contribution for discovery and identification of the Deccan basalt. Actually, this Deccan basalt or Deccan plateau, it is formed during the Cretaceous age. That studies inside us the ancient volcanic activities as well as the understanding of the evolution of our Earth, how we came to this place. In the early 20th century, GSI make a significant activities in the exploration of different minerals. One of the achievements is Digboi Oil India fields that establish and boosting the oil industry in India. In 1937, the dynamics of Himalaya and the structures, tectonics of the Himalaya, that was carried out systematically by Geological Survey of India. After independence, GSI contributes its work and supporting the country's infrastructural development and mineral wealth, and as well as became the administrative and technical arm of the Ministry of Mines under the Government of India. In 1950 to 1960, GSI carried out different minerals like iron, manganese, chromium, limestone, and that established the steel, cement and power industry in our country. 1976, GSI has achieved another milestone by discovering the diamond-bearing kimberlite in Madhya Pradesh. That placed India in the global map as a diamond hub in the country. GSI also take part in the nuclear program by discovering and identifying the uranium, thorium in our country. Many organizations like AND, ONGC, Coal India, CGWB, all these are the sister organizations, and now they are independently working. Previously, all are with our GSI. Geological Survey of India is not an institution, but it is a remarkable journey from discovery and scientific victory. As we look to future, GSI mission continue to explore, discover and innovate for the progress of our great nation. You know that for this 175 Foundation Day, we have already marked the historic milestone by organizing the Pan-Indian Walkathon on 2nd March, bringing together the geoscientists, students and policymakers and general public across all the GSI office in our country. Today, in our headquarters, our Honorable Minister, Coal and Mines, Sri G.K. Krishna Reddy Saab, is going to inaugurate the Foundation Day on the central headquarters. So let us salute the Geological Survey of India for its remarkable contribution. Once again, I welcome all of you to the grand success of historic occasion of this function. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, sir, for showing us what GSI was, what GSI is now, and the path showing what GSI will be. I'm delighted to invite our guest of honor, Sri Bhaskar Basu, Regional Director, AMD. Please come forward to share your views on this occasion.
Sabhi ko namaskar. Good morning to you all. It's nice to be here in this beautiful campus in a windy spring of Shillong. 175 years is a long years. Its journey begins with the arrival of Sir Thomas Oldham, Professor of Geology, Trinity College, Dublin, at Kolkata or Calcutta at the time, on same day, 4th March 1851. From 1851, the GSI has come a long way, evolving to a premium institution with a strong presence across the country. Over the years, it has not only grown into a repository of geoscience information required in various fields in the country, but has also attained the status of a geoscientific organization of international repute. The institution's dedication to mineral resource evaluation, geological research, mapping, and exploration has earned it a reputation as a center of excellence, not only in India but also globally. The Geological Survey of India, GSI, and Atomic Minerals Directorate, AMD, are two premium geological organizations of Government of India that play a crucial role in the exploration and development of the country's geological resources. The collaboration between GSI and AMD has resulted in significant achievements in the exploration and development of India's atomic mineral resources. That partnership has enabled the sharing of experience, expertise, resources, and knowledge, leading to more efficient and effective exploration and development of these critical resources. GSI and AMD also signed the synergy documents and the joint document on RE resources of India. In future, I hope both we can collaborate on exploration from critical elements, especially RE and rare metals like lithium, beryllium, niobium, tantalum, zirconium. Considering AMD's vast experience of more than 7 decades in this field. Besides, GSI and AMD regularly organize training and capacity building programs to equip their personnel with the latest technologies and techniques. As we look to the future, I urge GSI to continue its pioneering work, embracing new technologies and collaborating with national and international partners and nurturing the next generation of geoscientists. In conclusion, I would like to express my gratitude to GSI for inviting me to be a part of this glorious celebration. I congratulate the institution on its 175th anniversary once again and wish it continued success in its future endeavors. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, sir, for so thoughtful about GSI. I would like to request our next guest of honor, Dr. K.K. Sharma, Scientist G and Group Head Remote Sensing Application, NE, sir. Please, sir, please share your views on this occasion.
Good morning. The CSI has started in 175 years back, and it started from definitely from crash. Slowly it developed, and today it is a huge organization. It is whenever we talk about anything related to geology, first name comes about GSI, and that is what the achievement is for an organization. anything related to a layer or database about GSI, geological say, structure, fault or whatever we say, if it says that this layer we received from GSI, nobody asks about it. It is considered to be accepted and quality product. That is what we consider as an achievement. And I think that is, nobody can tell in India that anything better than that map can be generated by others than GSI. So I really appreciate, and a big claps to all the GSI officials. Now I want to justify why I am more experienced than you. I think Madam just beginning told that I am the first employee of this Northeastern Space Application Center. Yeah, when I appeared for this post in the ISRO scientist, I was interviewed at Bangalore in 2001. I was interviewed, got selected, and then I have been issued an appointment letter, name as Northeastern Space Application Center. I never heard that term. I was not knowing there is a center in the Northeastern region. So of course I came for joining. And I was the first employee of that center. That time there was one admin officer, one in-charge director was there who was sitting at IIRS Dehradun, and with 2-3 people, and my colleagues, Samarjit Singh, who is heading Geoscience division, they have just joined as a GRF at that time. We had only 2 computer systems. There are 15 GRFs, so we used to give our 2 hours for these 2 hours like this. So that is what this journey of a center. We had 2 rooms. So chairs are, even we are not able to, people, they remember, they are not able to move their hands. In the office they have to sit like this, only work like this, there is no space. Now, Honorable Home Minister of India, in Parliament he says, there is a center called Northeastern Space Application Center. I am the president of the center and they are doing this one. This is what you need, more achievement than that. Honorable Prime Minister of India in Kathmandu, he announced Northeastern Space Application Center will give training to the BIMSTEC countries people without our knowledge. Once he announced, after that only we initiated the paper. Means what? What I try to say is that here, if you have the motivation, if you have a desire to work, you can achieve it. And that is what GSI has shown since last 175 years and still it is relevant. I really congratulate and also an honor to be part of this 175 years celebration. Sir, at the same line, whatever database that we have been generating in different contexts, different projects, which are shareable, we put in our one portal called NESDR. This Northeastern Space Application Center was established in 2000. Now we have it is a full-fledged center. It's also a reputed center in the country now. So whenever in the country, if you say NESAC, people are aware of it. Some of the very good works for the country level, like sericulture development, which is sericulture development means for which are non-traditional districts in the country, there wherever possible sericulture development possibilities are there. So when we talk about sericulture development means host plants has to be cultivated. For that, Central Silk Board has requested us, and we have identified for entire country whichever are the specific locations where they can grow for a particular host plant. This is one example. Another example, I think that disaster management flood also has been told. This center is very expert in water resource areas like flood early warning system. One is the flagship program. So,
thank you, sir. Thank you very much for this elaborative talk. The next speaker, our special guest, Sri Gajendra Kesari, sir, retired ADG and GSI ANER. Sir, please come forward and share your views.
Very good morning to all of you, and thank you, Mandagini. And I must thanks to President ADG and HOD Mr. PC Dasa to invite me for 175th celebration of GSI. GSI, it's given me the recognition as a part of being the personnel of as a geologist of GSI. And you will not believe it that when I was promoted to ADG and HOD NER July 2022, and I took over here, I pushed hard, and with the help of Mr. V.K. Nagpal, You will not believe it, we are able to achieve the drilling target. And that's why now present the HOD has told me that now recently mentioned that all the blocks has been auctioned. And it is a very proud moment for the Northeast region, really, man. Then I think he might not be knowing that how much work we had. We work hard. And where the problems are there, we sort out all the problems. And particularly with Nagpal, again I will tell, and I will like to, special thanks to Mr. V.K. Nagpal sir, that without him, really we will not be able to achieve all the targets. And ministry after take over charge, but really I work hard. I shown to the DGGSI and to the ministry that GSI is at par with others. And when I retired in September 2024, almost everybody was telling that NER is one of the best region. Everything is going on nicely. Everything perfection. Work is there. It's because of your hard work. I am telling you from my core of my heart that without your hard work, really it is not possible. And I am as a ADG and HOD, I am the only as a coach. I can guide you. I can give you the guidance. That's the thing only. And I can properly. That's my duty actually. I was simply guiding to you. And because of that reason, we are now at this stage that everybody thinks that NER is a really very good place. And there is a lot of mineral wells are there, particularly as mentioned by Dr. Jaspal also, that there are so many critical minerals are there. And then our present HOD, ADG HOD also mentioned that there are a lot of scope for Northeast region. Really thankful to the Mr. P.C. Das for giving me honor to hear. Thank you very much once again, all of you. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Your words always comes to us as an inspirational thoughts. Now, I would like to request our chief guest of this function, Shri Harish Chandra Chaudhary, IFS, serving as Principal Chief Conservator of Forest, NER Meghalaya. Sir, please come forward and share your views on this occasion.
Good morning, everyone. Sri P.C. Das, Additional Director General, NER, and all other dignitaries, for inviting me to be a part of your celebrations. As we know that the main function of GSI is to explore the stomach of the earth, to search for the valuable minerals, identify the reserves which could be commercially extracted to contribute to the economy of the state, economy of the nation. As we know that mineral plays a very important role in the economic status of any country. If you look at the Gulf countries, they are what today because of only one reason. That is because they have immense petroleum mineral with them. So actual contribution of the mineral industries, mineral sector to the economy is much higher than the recorded contribution. GSI has a huge contribution in the economy of the nation. Since I am from the forest department, so I'll just highlight certain issues, the connection between the forest and mineral. As we know that forest, which is a renewable resource, and minerals, which are the non-renewable resource, most of the time they exist together. If you look at the mineral map and forest map of the country, there is a huge overlap. On the behalf of the forest department, I will request you to be sensitive towards the forest and wildlife while planning and executing your exploration activities. You please try to minimize the damage not only in selecting the sites for the boreholes, but also constructing the approach roads, and then also to take measures that to minimize the damage to the wildlife or the disturbance to the wildlife while exploration is actually undertaken. Then I will also request that to explore the use of non-invasive techniques like the remote sensing. We are happy that Dr. K.K. Sharma is here, and then they are already, basically GSI has already adopted many of the non-invasive technologies to assess the mineral resource. So these techniques basically will definitely minimize the damage to the forest. With this, I once again congratulate the entire CSI family for completing 175 glorious years, and I wish a success to the entire organizations, and I wish that your great organization will reach new heights in the years to come. With this, I once again thank Dr. P.C. Das for inviting me to be a part of your celebrations.
Thank you very much, sir, for sharing your views. Well, now it's time for a refreshment. No celebration is complete without a moment of joy. It's our moment and we need to celebrate it. Let us now take a short break to commemorate this historic occasion with a cake cutting ceremony. I would like to request all the dignitaries and the guests, please come down.
Thank you. And the current serving employees, please wait for some time. Taking our tea in the pandal outside.
I request all the serving employees to be seated for some time and give the way for the retiree persons, please.
One more. Ready? One more.
Thank you for the photographs. I would like to request the dignitaries to please come.
As we conclude this session, I would now like to request our Director and Head of the Office, Sri Ramesh Gupta sir, to express our heartfelt thanks, to propose the vote of thanks.
सबसे पहले मैं मंच पर सभी बैठे अतिथि गणों और यहाँ को उपस्थित सभी को नमस्कार करता हूँ और भारतीय भूवैज्ञानिक सर्वेक्षण के 175th ईयर्स की स्थापना दिवस पर सबको बधाई देता हूँ। सर्वप्रथम मैं माननीय सचिव खान मंत्रालय एवं भारतीय भूवैज्ञानिक सर्वेक्षण के महानिदेशक का इस स्थापना दिवस कार्यक्रम को मनाने हेतु अनुमति प्रदान करने हेतु धन्यवाद प्रकट करता हूँ। मैं भारतीय भूवैज्ञानिक सर्वेक्षण पूर्वोत्तर क्षेत्र शिलांग की तरफ से आज के कार्यक्रम के मुख्य अतिथि माननीय श्री S.C. चौधरी, प्रिंसिपल कंजर्वेटर ऑफ फॉरेस्ट, जो कि कुछ कार्य के वजह से अभी उपस्थित नहीं हैं, का मैं विशेष धन्यवाद प्रकट करता हूं कि वे अपने व्यस्ततम कार्यक्रम के बावजूद भारतीय भूवैज्ञानिक सर्वेक्षण के स्थापना दिवस समारोह में पधारे, भाग लिए और हमारा मान बढ़ाया। उनको तहे दिल से धन्यवाद। मैं आज के मुख्य विशेष अतिथि आदरणीय श्री जी.के. केसरी सर, पूर्व अपर महानिदेशक भारतीय भूवैज्ञानिक सर्वेक्षण पूर्वोत्तर क्षेत्र का तहे दिल से धन्यवाद करता हूं कि वे हमारे इस कार्यक्रम में उपस्थित हुए और हमें आशीर्वाद देने और हमारा उत्साह वर्धन देने के लिए यहाँ पे उपस्थित हुए। धन्यवाद महोदय। मैं भारतीय भूवैज्ञानिक सर्वेक्षण शिलांग की तरफ से आज के गेस्ट ऑफ ऑनर माननीय श्री भास्कर बसु, रीजनल डायरेक्टर AMD, एवं डॉक्टर के शर्मा साइंटिस्ट जी नेसेक का बहुत आभार प्रकट करता हूं कि हमारे इस कार्यक्रम में शामिल हुए और हमारी शोभा बढ़ाई। धन्यवाद महोदय। मैं आदरणीय अपर महानिदेशक एवं विभागाध्यक्ष भारतीय भूवैज्ञानिक सर्वेक्षण पूर्वोत्तर क्षेत्र श्री PC दास महोदय का इस कार्यक्रम की रूपरेखा तैयार करने, हमें मार्गदर्शन देने एवं इस कार्यक्रम हेतु प्रशासनिक एवं वित्तीय स्वीकृति प्रदान देने हेतु हम उनका विशेष आभार प्रकट करते हैं। महोदय धन्यवाद। मैं आदरणीय श्री S.K. कुलश्रेष्ठ, उप महानिदेशक मिशन 3 एवं राज्य इकाई मेघालय एवं इस कार्यक्रम के ऑर्गेनाइजिंग कमेटी के चेयरमैन को इस पूरे कार्यक्रम की रूपरेखा तैयार करने एवं प्रभावी तरीके से क्रियान्वित करने हुए थे, उनका विशेष आभार प्रकट करता हूं, उन्हें धन्यवाद देता हूं। धन्यवाद महोदय। मैं डॉक्टर पंकज जायसवाल, उप महानिदेशक मिशन 4, श्री वैष्णोदेव दत्ता, उप महानिदेशक मिशन 1 एवं श्री J.K. नायक, निदेशक PSS, जो कि अभी कुछ कार्यों की वजह से उपस्थित नहीं हो पाए हैं, लेकिन उन्होंने भी जो है हमें समय समय पे मार्गदर्शन दिया है और मैं उनका भी इस पूरे कार्यक्रम के लिए धन्यवाद प्रकट करता हूं। मैं स्थापना दिवस समारोह में उपस्थित GSI के सभी अधिकारियों, कर्मचारियों, विशेषतः सेवानिवृत्त हमारे जो कर्मचारी हैं, जिन्होंने बहुत उत्साह से और बहुत भारी संख्या में यहाँ पे पधारे हैं, हम उनका विशेष जो है आभार प्रकट करते हैं, धन्यवाद देते हैं कि वो यहाँ पे आए और हमारे कार्यक्रम में वो एक फैमिली के रूप में यहाँ पे आए और इस कार्यक्रम में भाग लिया। धन्यवाद आप सभी लोगों को विशेष। मैं इस कार्यक्रम में यहाँ पर हम GSI फैमिली के भी जो सदस्यगण आए हैं, हम उनका भी विशेष आभार प्रकट करते हैं महोदया। और इस यहाँ के जो रिंझा और पोक्से के हमारे जो हेडमैन हैं और उनके जो सेक्रेटरी महोदय लोग हैं, उन सभी का भी हम आभार प्रकट करते हैं और इस कार्यक्रम को सफल बनाने में जो भी ऑर्गेनाइजिंग कमेटी के सभी सदस्यगण हैं, हम उनका भी विशेष आभार करते हैं और सभी का धन्यवाद। खुले शुरू।
Thank you, sir, for your words of appreciation. As we conclude the first session, we would like to invite everybody to explore our second session, which is cultural program.